How's it going, guys? Now in today's video I'm going to be teaching you how to make hand auras inside of Blender, much like something you would probably see with a Sonic character like Silver or Shadow. This effect is pretty universal, meaning you can use it for virtually anything, but for the purposes of this video it's primarily going to be used for the hands. I will throw up a couple of examples of what it can be used for. It's supposed to mimic the effect of psychokinesis, even though it looks completely different in the games like Sonic 06 and Sonic Forces, but that's the fun of coming up with stuff, honestly, because it doesn't always have to be a one-to-one recreation, but you can always tweak it if you wish to do so. So without further ado, let's hop into Blender. Okay, so start by deleting whatever thing you have in your viewport. I'm going to start off with a UV sphere just for this tutorial. You can use whatever you want. In the few renders that I showed before, I used hands because, well, that's where the main source, that's where the power comes out of. Go to material, add a new material. I'm just going to call it aura. Drag up the timeline, shader editor, drag that out, close that. Change the color down to a darker color. Now you want two mix shaders. In this one, I think in this one you plug the emission into this one. In the next, no. In the next one, you use a transparent one. Then you want to get a color ramp, plug the color ramp into the second mix shader. You want to plug a layer weight into the color ramp, use the facing, and change that to a low value, like, I'm just going to use 2. Change the linear to B-spline and crank in the values. And for some reason it's not changing. Did I mess something up? Ah, there you go. Yeah, I did mess something up. You can play around with that value. Depending on what you're going for, you can change the gradient. That's pretty much the material done. Change that to a nice blue if you really want to. And increase the strength. Not that high, Jesus Christ. About 45. Yeah, there you go. You can keep playing around with the color. I'm gonna go for that nice blue. So that's the material done. The real meat and potatoes are the displacements. Go to Modify tab, add a deform modifier, displace, hit new, click on this one, open this drop down and go to clouds, and you'll see it does some wacky deforms. Change the strength, turn the strength down so it's quite subtle. You can also go down to the texture tab and play around with the size. So I'm gonna do that. One thing you can also do is you can go add another modifier. You can add a subdivision surface and you get more detail. Yay! Actually, that does slow. No, it doesn't actually. Put the subdiv above the deform, and see you get more detail. You can also play around with that again. Play around with the strength. And like I said, I want to keep it subtle. Go back into Cycles Preview and you'll see that it's got all this nice waves or ripples. Word ripple. Okay, then go back to the timeline. What you want to do then is you want to get a empty. Use it. You can use any empty. I'm just using a sphere because it's easier to see. Go back to the displace modifier. Change from local to object. And click the eyedropper tool and you click on the empty. So when you move the empty around, the displacement moves around as well. Hit N, set your scene back to frame 1 or frame 0. Go to the Z rotation and type in #frame/ for divide 100. And it will enter, hit enter, and it'll set scene frames. I can't remember what it is that it does, but when you press play, it'll make it rotate, and it will make the texture ripple, or animate it, should I say. So when you see it, when you look at it in the preview, it's nice and wavy. So that's the effect pretty much done. There is more you can do, and I will show you how to do more. So if you want to do like little particles coming off, you want to go down to the particles tab, add a new particle system. I'm just going to change the name to aura. You can do it on both. Keep it on emitter, and when you press play, you'll see the all fall down. Very nice. You don't want that. You want to go down to field weights and turn off the gravity. Like this, and when you press play again, they all come out like that. Go to velocity, change the velocity to about I don't know, 3 milliseconds, and you'll see they all come out like this. You'll see them there. So you don't want that because it's not going to be textured. You want to grab I'm going to use an icosphere. Pull it down. Ideally, if you're rendering out a scene, you want to hide this anywhere where the camera won't see it. Scale it down. It doesn't have to be too small. So then add a material. Just going to call it glow or glow particle. Name it whatever you want. Change the principal BSDF to an emission. Crank up the emission strength and change the color to something close to what you've got. So then go back up to this. Back to the particles tab. Scroll down to where you see render. Change halo out for object and just rename my icosphere to particle just for. I didn't need to do that at all, but not that one. That would be very weird. Change that for particle. There you go, and you'll see the all fly out. And I want to get that glow closer actually because it's it's a bit off. What you can do is copy that hex code and paste it into there, so you actually get the same color. And I was like just playing around with this earlier, but you can technically use that, but it doesn't really look right. So we'll just use a glow particle. That's fine, and you'll see they all fly away from it. You can change the velocity again. Keep playing around with the velocity, because the more you play around with the velocity, the quicker these are actually going to fly away from the main object. So you could do something like 11, and you'll see it all fly away from it. So I'm going to set up a camera. When you press play, yeah, they all fly away. You can, and I would advise it, go down to render again. Just change the scale a bit, and also add some randomness, because you know the particles will be different size of the particles. You can also add more if you so wish. Which there you go. So I'm not sure about this. Oh, that might be better. Press S12 to render. And for some reason I'm not seeing my particles. Oh, it's because I didn't press play on the timeline. Silly me. See, there you go. When you render it, all these little particles will be flying away from it. There's probably much better ways you can get that effect. You can use geometry nodes, but I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't really know geometry nodes that well. So that's gonna do it for this tutorial, and I'll hop off and do the outro. So there you go. I do hope this helps you out when it comes to auras. I hope you learned something new or took something away from this video. Honestly, just have a play around with different looks until you find something that truly fits the aesthetic of what you're going for. If you do come up with something, feel free to share it with me on Twitter or in my Discord. I would love to see what you come up with. With that being said, I do hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to leave a like and maybe consider subscribing so you don't miss another Blender video. If you have any questions or suggestions for other Blender videos pertaining to Sonic, feel free to drop them in the comments and I will try my best to get around to you all. And as always, keep on speeding and have an absolutely fantastic day.